Hello everyone, I'm Ravin from瑞Company. Today I will introduce some manual filter valves. Firstly, I will introduce our F56A1. This is our classic manual filter valves. Its flow rate is 4 cubic meter per hour. This filter valve is widely used in coarse sand, activated carbon, and other filter system equipment. This is our first control valve that was launched in 2003, and it has been sold for 18 years. The demand for these valves is huge, especially in the Asian countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and so on. Compared with the traditional piston structure valves,瑞valves adopt the unique ceramic structures. That is, the valve is based on the principle of hermetic head face. There are two high flatness discs. We call it the fixed disc and the ceramic moving disc. There are several through holes and blind holes on the disc. As you can see, different hole is connected with a different port, like the outlet, drain port. So, when rotate the ceramic moving disc, it will change water passage and achieve different functions. So, what's the advantage for this kind of structures? Firstly,瑞valve is made. The ceramic disc is made of aluminum ceramic, and it is sintered at high temperature. Is around 1680 centigrade. It has the advantage of high hardness, high flatness, acid and alkaline resistance, and good wear resistance. Also, this fixed disc use high-strength synthetic materials. Therefore,瑞valves is resistant to weak acid and alkaline. So, our valves can be used in the anion and the cation systems. Secondly, because the moving disc and the fixed disc are closely matched with each other and not easily deformed, so when the moving disc rotated, it will act like the scrapers. The impurities on the surface will be scraped off during the rotations, and the impurities are not easy to get caught between the two discs. These structures can be applied to water with more impurities. So there are many瑞valves in the market has been used for more than 10 years. F56A1 manual filter valves combined with the service, backwash, and faster rinse status. On the decorated cover, there are different status like the backwash, faster rinse, and service status. During the usage, the users need to pay attention and when the handle is switched, the position of the handle needs to point to the triangle mark on the statue, as you can see. If it is not in the right position, it will cause the problems of water mixing during the usage. In addition, some control valves or other brands need to cut off the inlet water when switching the handles. But for瑞valves, the manual filter valves can be operated under pressure. That is, it can directly switch the status without cutting off the water inlet. It is more convenient for users' operation. Our standard handle is metal handles. Us customers also can choose the plastic handles like this. Choose the plastic handle, and the plastic handle can be customized in different color, like the black color, gray color, and other colors. The valves inlet and outlet and the drain port is a 1-inch female thread. If in some countries, if you need the MPT thread, we also provide the MPT adapters for optionals. This is the F56KY. It also the manual filter valves. This valve flow rate is the same as F56A1. It's 4 cubic meter per hour. Compared with the F56A1, its appearance is more elegant. Also, it has the additional bypass status. As you can see, this is a bypass status on the decorated covers. That means in this status, the raw water will directly flow out through the outlet instead of passing through the tank. For example, when the system has a problems and the customers can't fix the problems the right way, the users can switch the valves to the bypass status and ensure there's a water supplying. This is the F56M manual filter valves that we developed in 2020. For this valve, it adopts the invention patterns of using double fixed disc and one moving disc structures. That means there are 3 discs inside. For these structures, its advantages is it can realize the higher flow rate under the same conditions. For example, for the F56M, even its inlet outlet is 1 inch, but it can realize 4.5 cubic meter per hour and 1 bar pressure drop. F56A, F56KY, and F56M is just a part of our manual filter valve series. We also have the manual filter valves, as you can see. We have the manual filter valves from 2 cubic meter per hour to 40 cubic meter per hour. So if you need more information, you can check our website. Thanks.